I want you out there to find your own light, your own true purpose, and your own true self, and experience how life is precious and beautiful in every way, and how to eliminate noise from life. Noise comes in many ways, and the choice is always ours in how we perceive life in this chaotic world. And when I say chaotic world, it's only what we make of it. Because in my world now, there's no noise, there's no chaotic movement. I choose to be not part of it. So that's an energy frequency that we all can align with. Creating our own reality becomes of that, where that is present in my life, can be in others, yours, and with that, we create that reality of being without the noise. It's beautiful said. It sounds for many, for you out there, how, and you have a lot of questions, and you don't see it maybe. You wish for it, you feel it, and there's a craving for it. Especially if you're watching this video, your higher self is attracted to it. Means that your inner light is searching for it. How beautiful is that? So what I wanted to say is we need to eliminate noise and what doesn't reason with us, what doesn't feel right. Let's begin with thoughts. Thoughts, we have patterns, we have thoughts that we can recognize. Is this really me, or is it something else? Is it truly me, or is it something that's manipulating me? Is it the outside noise creating that thought? So this practice of being aware of your thoughts, you can recognize with the intentions of goodness, the intentions of love towards yourself as a human being with a light within you that wants to shine. And if you let it shine, being truthful towards it and say, I embrace love in my life. I don't allow any negative or intervene from outer noise to fraction that. And it's a beautiful process. I know it's difficult, I know it's hard to begin with, but it gets more and more beautiful as it becomes truthful. It's a process that needs to be aligned with your true self. So you have to put like a piece of paper, or you just have it within you. You know what's right and wrong. And you just speak to yourself, speak to your thoughts, speak to your mind, and say what belongs to you and what doesn't. whatever doesn't belong to you, you just release. In my childhood, I did my escape and I found comfort within that. And even though I did that, there was this noise around me that affected me because I was not able to be taught by my surroundings how to keep my truthful self. As a child, we grow up with our parents saying different things that is meant for either being attuned to our higher self or being distant from our higher self. In this common world, with all the chaos, if our parents has been blindfolded from their true self, then that will just automatically be put into me as a child. So what I'm saying here is for all you that have kids, really work with yourself and what you will do to find your own true self will move towards your family, your kids, and your lineage in this lifetime and moving forward. This becomes something very, very beautiful, not only for your family, but in the entire world. To make a change, we need to change from the inside, and we make our own reality to spread out, because the higher we create a frequency that is aligned with truth. So what is truth? Truth is, we can go into religion and it can be that in religion there's truth through a Bible. I believe truth comes from within because our soul knows the truth from past lives and source of light. So, Creator, we are a energy source that is being created of source of light, and all those true values lies within us all. So we come here. Now it comes again. Maybe I'm going through too deep for people to understand, so I'll recorrect it. And actually, because I'm guided where I get like a sense on my nose, my eyes. So this is no, don't go there. Yes, that's okay. And I can ask questions all the time. And then with the nose, it's like a perfection. And then I have it on my forehead and my top head here. So I have intensively, but in a beautiful way, I communicate with my spirit, guardian angels, and God. And it's joyful, it's happiness, it's support, it's love, it's beauty. So this is about change. We all need to change for the better, and it never stops. We can always work on ourselves and help others as well. So as we go along with this journey, we start to get in tune with our higher self because we are opening up for it. So our awareness gets more um, harmonized with everything around us, because suddenly truth, love, compassion, and that attracts energies that wants to embrace that and fully, and it works two ways. So you have the low frequency and the high frequency, and the more you work into a high frequency, the more you attract not only abundance and what else we are focusing on, but actually all these things will come as soon as you align and find your inner light and you're walking on the right path. I would say that we always walk in the right path even though it doesn't seem like it. We all have to go through things where it's a struggle. Let's say we get divorced. Um, we go through things in life where we need to get that experience. So everything what happens in our lives happens for a reason. And I know many of you will say, but yeah, is that really a reason for me? Yes, everything is a reason. And it's all about how we choose to see it. We can choose to see it as a struggle. We can choose to see it as a growth, learning, and embrace it and say, wow, this struggle is actually giving me something. Even though it's not for right here, right now, this experience is gonna get me stronger for something that comes later on in life. So I learned this in my process and looking at my life. So even when I was a child and finding comfort, and that has been hidden, blocked from my knowledge until recently. And I'm 47 years old. And it's just so beautiful. Like when I think back, wow, I could already do that at that time. And then, let's say 45 years later or 40 years later, so when I was 7 years old, I'm actually, um, what did I just say? So if I'm 7 years old and I'm doing these things that I just forgot. And then now when I'm 47, I remember it because I'm in tune with my higher self and being truthful towards myself. I have values in my life. And with that, everything starts to open up. And that's what I want to say about abundance and prosperity, money or love or friendships, family, whatever you wish for in life, you can open up for all these channels. But you got to do it in a way where you find your true self, because that's how you create your own reality. That's the way you start to open the right doors. And we can be manipulated to open the doors in a quicker way, but it's not the right way. The quicker way is a low frequency that just wants to manipulate with you, making shortcuts. Um, and we actually know what a shortcut is. We know that to learn things, right, we need to put the effort into it. And when we do that, it's actually immense beautiful. It's the sensation of doing it in the correct way. That's a feeling from within the soul. That's not something from the outside. So when we do achievements, and that could be like a little task we get in school and we fulfill that task, this is a good thing. But doing it from within and working with yourself, finding out who you really are, is undescribable beautiful, because there's a whole new different world that is much more beautiful without all that chaotic scenarios that you see now. So to go into details with my childhood, I saw my mom and dad argue, throwing plates, throwing things, breaking stuff. My mom hurting my sister, my mom beating me with a belt, with a hanger. Um, I can even explain that my mom, she took one time, this uh, roller you roll dough with, and it's made of wood with handle, and it's pretty heavy. As a 7-year old kid, I would not be able to lift it like that because it's pretty heavy. I will not have it in my hand and have balance. So my mom actually took my sister without any reason, not for this. You can't have any reason for that, but she went down. My sister was at a like a little cafe, evening time, with her friends, hanging out outside, and it's all about boys and girls, and how we are interested in one another and stuff like that, and hanging out, and you know youths. And then my mom just freaked out. I was home with my mom, and then she just left, and I went out to the balcony, and I just down the road, the cafe is not that far, and then she actually went to my sister, and she took her in the hair from behind and just pulled her by the hair all the way home. And my sister was screaming, and I can imagine, like, first of all in front of her friends, but then the pain and the whole shock scenario. And when my sister and my mom came in, and there was like a commotion of this painful situation where my mom was like not herself. It was like kind of the devil itself, if you can say like that, like a really, really, yeah, something that's not human. Um, um, there was this commotion. My mom went to take this roller, and she just from behind smacked my sister in the head. So my sister's head skull cracked and started bleeding. And I think I was like 6, 7, maybe 8, I can't remember, and maybe younger. And that was a traumatic situation that should never have happened. As soon as that happened, my mom reacted in a way that she came to her own senses, like somebody just took her and did that really, really bad thing. And then disappeared afterwards. Like someone, some some energy came into her and just said, you know, now we're gonna create this scenario and then leave you afterwards. So I have seen these things many times in my life. Like I cannot count it on my hands. My sister, she went to the bathroom with my mom. My mom didn't want to take her to the hospital. So my sister was already broken at that time. Me as well, broken. But this has then occurred again and again and again in many different ways through my life. Even just years back, or not even months back, because I've been in contact with my mom. And I stopped doing that because my spiritual journey taught me, my inner self, my true self knows that what doesn't belong to me, what doesn't belong to me in every way, I will dismiss it from my life. I will not carry it, and I will not have it near me, or being present. So I choose what is surrounding me and present in my life. I surround things that are with light and love, and that's my choice. And that's what I do with everything in my life from now moving forward. Then this situation that has happened, and until now, I chose to say that I cut that contact. I choose to be present with positive energies, high frequency energies, and being protective of who is surrounding me. So I choose. And that as well, it means that my true self, as a version of my soul being, I choose to say, I still love my mom. I forgive her for everything she has done. And it's not for making amends or anything. It's just setting myself free. Setting myself free from any imprisonment that connection has been. And I said, I choose freedom. But I choose freedom with radiating love towards anyone that in my life so I had to go through every single little scenario in my life and forgive these scenarios, or not scenarios, but happenings, trauma, wounds, and release it. At the same time, I imagined in this process of surrounding myself with light and that person, so that would be my mom, and I surround her with a hug, with my energy in my visual mind, and with love and my soul, sharing, giving my light and love to her. And this is the truthful me, giving light and love to everything. So wherever there is light or darkness, I give light, I give love. And it makes me clear, pure, and it gives me relief of any attachment to anything, because I did it with truthfully, with love and light. That learned me as well that these forces, these energies, frequencies, when you do it so purely and your intentions are connected with light from within, it doesn't have any choice than to just be not present, because there's no feeding ground. They can't feed on anything on you. They are being seen. So when you shine your light towards this frequency, and you are aware of these patterns and you recognize it, you actually see it very clearly, or you sense it. You have your emotional sensitivity that sense this is not right, and you confirm it with your inner self. It disappears. So I know that I had to go through these experiences, life experiences, and to go so deep into these dark caves and crawl out again, to be able to help others, but as well to strengthen my ability to help others, to be where I am today, to be able to forgive with pureness, with truthful intention. So this is how we work with ourselves, and this is the most important thing, is with anything we want to do in our lives, we need to do it in that way where we are practicing opening up to do things in the most pure, intentionally, clearly loving way with our light. So this is number 2 video, and I will continue. Like I said, I will do 47 videos with different things, and then after that, let's see, maybe I'll do more. Of course I'll do more, but right now this is my life story, life experiences. And I was supposed to do one video today, but then it's full moon, and I said, I'm sitting here, I just had something to eat, and I heard I had some meditation music from a YouTuber, actually, a lady called Hoa. And you know, sometimes I'm very aligned, so sometimes it will just pop up at the right time on my phone, and I just know, like, thank you, okay, I'll listen to it. So I was listening to it when I was eating and doing the I meditate anytime, like I don't have to lay still. But then I saw the half video, and I'm gonna do the other half video when I'm retreating into my bed. But I just want to say to you guys, all of you, love and light, enjoy the full moon, and in tune with yourself, and listen to your inner voice, your inner light, and start on your journey, because it's the most beautiful thing you can do. So love and light, see you tomorrow. All right, cheers, peace, love you, love you, love you. Ciao.